Good morning. Me this morning eating a nutritious breakfast of lifesavers and Snapple. Breakfast of Champions. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition. See you in the morning. It's a Taco About It Tuesday. Taco About It, Taco About It, Taco About It, Taco About It. We about to talk about it, talk about it, talk about moving. All right, it's Taco Tuesday when we talk about it on this show. So welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy, the host, the founder, everything. This is my show. I decided it's the number one show in my living room. I'm glad that y'all tuned in. If this is your first time hearing this, man, you're about to experience something so cold. If you have watched before and you decided to come back on the Talk About It, Talk About It, Talk About It, Talk About It Tuesday, man, I thank you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate it. Now, the first thing I do on this show, man, is I speak to everybody. Got to give a big shout out to my corporate sponsor, Michael Jerome Massey, PC. If you have any legal troubles, any kind, if you got any kind of legal trouble, I don't care what kind it is. You can call them 757-397-0003. Now, don't just be calling to talk to them. Just call if you got a real legitimate claim. Preferably murder. Preferably murder. If you happen to go out and murder somebody, that's the call to make. 397-0003. If you didn't murder anybody, if you just running into some legal problems, a divorce, some family issues, any of those things, my first corporate sponsor, man. So there we go. But don't just call them to talk. And that ain't what he about. Legal issues only. Legal issues only. And real legal issues. Don't be just casually making up stuff either. It's got to be a real legal problem. And I got my corporate sponsor out the way. Let me go ahead and speak to the people who speak to me. Started off by speaking, and the first three people, of course, that speak, they win a medal. So we go ahead and get the medals out this morning. The bronze medal goes to Frenita. Frenita with the gold, the bronze, I'm sorry. Silver goes to Kim Cat Thomas Jones. And the gold medal goes to Crystal Panell. Going with the emoji, going with the fake profile, not really her, but it's good enough. And then speaking to everybody else, Katrina, good morning. Wilberta, the sheriff. Lisa Bazemore Bishop. Got to talk to Lisa Bazemore Bishop in person recently. It's always good to be able to make the transition from me talking at you to me talking to you. Sometimes. Some people make it weird. Lisa didn't make it weird, though, so thank you, Lisa. Marche Trouble Copeland is in the building. The Reverend Dr. Bishop Calvin J. Hill Sr. Good morning, JP. What up, though? Thea. Lonzo, he didn't actually say good morning. He just said talk about it. But good morning, Alonzo. Good, great guy. Was in his wedding. Queendom Nation is in here. Lazaria, good morning. Tanya is in this thing. Lynette up in here. PP, Patricia. Wesley Riddick said, I did kill a man for a chicken wing this morning. There you go. So now you need legal help. 757-397-0003 or whatever equals 70003. Yeah. Delisa's in here. Crystal Sex Appeal. Good morning, Toya is in the building. And my man James, his Will Hayes is in the building. Not gonna be on here long today. Shout out to Norfolk State University, my alma mater. Alma mater, depending on how you pronounce stuff. I got to go over there today. They have a health and wellness breakfast. It's a lifesaver. I didn't even realize they were mixed. I didn't know I had biracial lifesavers. That's the thing. You don't usually eat biracial. I usually stay one race, but biracial gummy lifesavers this morning. Now, one thing about it, gummy lifesavers are a sign of maturity. Gummy lifesavers are a sign of maturity. It means that you getting old enough to eat real candy. Like the lifesaver's an adult candy, but you're not old enough that you moved into the hard ones. Pause. One of the things, you shouldn't have a hard one in your mouth. Fellas, ladies is okay. Fellas, you shouldn't have a hard one in your mouth. But The hard now, when you start using that hard lifesaver, when you start getting those hard candies in your purse or you carry them around on your person all the time, you too old. You done got real old. When you always got a peppermint on your piece of hard candy, you either diabetic or you really old. You either diabetic or you really old. So you get a gummy lifesaver that says you making wise candy decisions, but you also not making geriatric candy decisions. You're not making a decision as a senior citizen. That means you still pay full price for your coffee. Um, you generally can get up. You make a little bit of noise. You make a little noise when you get up, but you still can get up on your own. You don't really have nobody coming in, wiping you or bathing you. But you can get up on your own. You make a little noise. Good morning, Shane. You make a little noise. I mean, and that's just a sign of age and maturity. When you get out of that bed in the morning, if you don't make no noise getting out of bed, if you can silently get out of bed, you ain't lived enough yet. You should make some kind of noise getting up out of the bed. You should be, oh, whoo. Now that right there, the whoo, that's good. And conversely, you should be making some kind of noise getting into the bed. It should always be noise in your bed. They say the bedroom when you hit a certain age should be a place of noise. It should be some kind of noise coming out that bedroom. You should be making kids and guests uncomfortable in that bedroom. Even if you're in there by yourself, you got somebody staying by. Kids and guests should be uncomfortable when you go get in your bed. You ought to be hearing, so, oh, yeah, that's it right there. Oh, Lord, yes. Mm, mm. Getting in the bed and getting out, same thing. Oh, good God Almighty. Oh, woo. That's a sign of age and maturity, the noises you make getting out of bed. Y'all go ahead and y'all think about the noise you made when you got out of bed. Now, it shouldn't be slushy, James. That means that you peeing on yourself. I'm not that kind of noise. I need it to still be a dry island. I need the water to be on the outside of the island, but I get what you're saying. And listen, incontinence happens to a lot of people. A lot of people. But today's a Talk About It Tuesday. I'm going to get in here and give y'all just a little bit of a taste of what I've been thinking about over the last day. Every now and again on the Talk About It Tuesday, I know exactly what I'm talking about before I talk about it, right? I had a wonderful morning this morning. Even though it's still early, you ever had just a great morning? Sometimes your mornings are better than the rest of the day. Today, I woke up this morning, man, and just felt good when I woke up this morning. You ever just wake up feeling good? You just feel good, or you even have something positive happen to you in the morning, like first thing, like on your wake up. That starts your day off right. When you get bad news in the morning, or somebody calls that you really don't want to talk to and they wake you up, it throws your morning off. But if you can get up in that morning and have something positive happen, man, you realize you still got the right amount of cereal. You think you out of cereal, but you got enough cereal to make you one bowl. That one bowl is good. You realize the water temperature is perfect, the water pressure is great. Like all kinds of stuff happens right. For you married people, sometimes you wake up in the morning, gentlemen, and she's ready. You know, you wake up in the morning and she's like, you know what? Let me go ahead and start your day off right. That has got to be one of the top feelings. I don't know it. As a virgin, it's hard for me to explain it, but that's got to be one of the best feelings ever. I don't know how it works for ladies, because it seems like ladies, it ain't the same. But for guys, from the research I'm doing, ladies, if you really want to start his day off right, start his day off right. Get right on it. If you really, the great Negro poet says, if you really, really want it, all you got to do is get up on it. Ladies, if you start that man's day by getting up on it, that changes that. And he ain't gonna care. He don't care what time it is. He could be a guy that sleeps in all morning. If you get up in the morning and then you jump right on him at 4 o'clock in the morning, he ain't gonna be mad. He don't be mad. He'll be up for the rest of the day. He'll be cutting grass, painting the house. Hit him off in the morning. Hit them off in the morning. Do something nice. Lisa said morning time is a good time. Start the day off right. That's what I'm putting out there in the air in the air today. We just gonna talk about it. That's what I'm putting out in the air today. Fellas deserve. They get ready to go to work. A lot of these guys work at shipyards, physically taxing jobs, mentally taxing jobs. The least you can do is have him go to work weighing a little less. And we know he's gonna stop and he's gonna pee and he gonna drop the kids off in the pool in the morning. Hopefully he's that kind of regular. But ladies, y'all should be helping him out. Get up on it. Ride him like Seattle Slew. I mean, get in there. It'll start his day right. I'm telling you right now, every man in here will be happy and excited if you do it. And the ladies that do it, there it is. James said it, release the pressure. And don't wear him out now. You know, don't go wearing him out so that he tired. Do just enough to jumpstart him. See, everybody in here that's ever had an engine that's gone bad. If you ever had a battery go dead and you had to get a jump, you know, you don't jump the battery until it explodes. Just get a battery enough to get you going. Give that battery enough. That's what y'all ladies need to do. It'll get y'all day right. Send them to work depleted is what James says. Send me to work depleted. Let me be filled up while I'm at work. Let me reload. My gun is empty. I've shot my shots. Pow, pow. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Pow, pow. Even if he's a pow, pow man. I guess you got pow, pow man and you got bang, bangs. The pow, pow and the bang, bang both deserve it. If he's a 22 or a cannon, go. This is Marche talking about microphones. I don't know what she's saying. Something about a microphone and being I don't know what she's talking about, singing and then drinking soda. I don't know what she's talking about, but do what Marche says. She's trouble. Do what she says. Now, today's episode, I want to talk about it. Today's episode, so I don't think there should be anything that you won't do for love. I love the song, I Will Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that. So many people have too many won't do that. Good morning, Sanchez. So many of y'all got too many that's. A lot of people that like the song says, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. A lot of y'all got way too many that's. You got to limit your number of that's. I will do anything for love, but I won't do that. Some of y'all got way too many that's. You got to start doing stuff. Microphone checks. A lot of y'all like, I love you, but I'm not checking the microphone. You got to. You got to go check that microphone. Make sure the microphone still works. That's the thing. You got to be a vocalist. You got to get those vocals out there. Your vocal work is important. Every lady in here ought to be a little bit of Whitney Houston. You got to have that Whitney Houston in you. You know? Got to have some Whitney in you. Got to. Not drugs, but that. I hear people all the time say, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. I realize that people will do anything, not just for love, but for money. I was perusing Netflix on yesterday, and I came across a series that I'm watching, and I want to know what y'all think. I came across a series called 60 Days In. 60 Days In. I don't know if y'all have ever watched this show. 60 Days In. The show is called 60 Days In, and it shows me that people will do anything for money. 60 Days In takes a group of volunteers. It was 9 or 10 volunteers. And remember, I'm using the word volunteer. This means you woke up and you decided that this is something you wanted to do. 60 Days In takes normal people, regular, and they volunteer to go to jail for 60 days. They volunteer to go to jail for 60 days. And this particular season is season 3. and they go to Fulton County Jail, one of the toughest jails in America, Fulton County Jail. And they go in, and I listen to them before they go in. They interview them before they go in. They all just normal people, high school teachers, elementary school teachers, stay-at-home moms, all kinds of stuff. And they all come up with these reasons why. They all come up with reasons why they wanted to go to jail. I want to go in to help the system. I just want to experience it. I think it'll be better for my kids. You have people who are mentors and teachers. They're like, if I go to jail, I can tell the kids why jail isn't cool from a firsthand perspective. I think if I go into the jail, I can show them that jail's not a cool place to be. That's what the people say. That's what they come out of their mouth and they say. I think it's ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's somewhat ridiculous. But I did some research. They do 60 days in jail. 60 days in jail. On average, they come out with about $54,000. Yeah, you heard me. We'll round it down to 50. $50. $50,000. Would you do 60 days in jail to come out to a check for 50,000? Sanchez said, you don't need to go to hell. No, it's not a vacation spot. I can do that because I'm going to have to go 60 days without washing my coochie. I think you can wash it. I don't think you can do a deep cleanse. I think everybody in there gets to wash it. I mean, there's showers. You might not be able to soak it. 50, Jane says I can because I've been there before. And I get it. For people who ain't never been there, 50 grand, 2 months, 50 grand, legal. Vincent say thank you, but no thank you. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. Keep my commissary up. Keep my commissary up. 60 days, 50 grand. Just keep my commissary right. Just answer the phone when I call. That's all I'm saying. When I call, somebody answer the phone. Well, Berta said, you ain't got to worry about washing your cookies. Somebody will wash it for you. See there? You'll clean it. And you'll have an audience. I'm in. Y'all say, y'all 50 grand? I'm in. For some people, that is a year's salary. 50 grand is a year's salary for some people. There's some people that don't even make 50 grand a year. I get to make it in 2 months. I'm going to prison. I'm in there making friends. I'm in there having a good time. Y'all way too bougie for me. Y'all way too bougie. No, because I'm looking over my shoulder every day. It's all right. I look up. Listen, Michael Jackson made a career over just looking over your shoulder, honey. Man, shoot. I'm in. I am in. Call me inmate number 17438911. I am in. I do them 60. I watched the show last night. I watched 2 episodes last night of season 3. I'm all in now. I'm fully vested. Listen, I'm gonna have my 50K and be funky. You are absolutely right. I might smell a little different, and I'm coming back out, and I'm gonna take a deep shower when I get out. Listen, here's the thing. Not only am I getting the 50 grand from the show, but I'm saving money. I ain't had to pay no gas. I guess you got to still pay the mortgage. I guess you still got to pay that. But my electric bill low for 60 days, water, everything going down. I am in. I'm in. Now, I'm not gonna allow myself to be anally assassinated. Not gonna let that happen. But that 50 grand, I'm in. Oh, we eating swole. Oh, give me all the swole I could find. Somebody buy me. I got 50 grand. Give me, I'm gonna put a grand on my commissary. I'm not gonna let them know I got a grand on commissary. Here's the thing, I ain't gonna be foolish. I'm not gonna buy $1,000 worth of commissary. I'm gonna put a grand on my commissary when I go in for these 60 days. So I'm gonna make 49 grand. I'm gonna put 1,000 on my commissary, buy me noodles, soups. I'm gonna buy me soups. I'm gonna buy me some Slim Jims, some jalapeno cheese, and some crackers. And we gonna be ready. We're gonna be ready. I'm gonna make me a few swole. I'm gonna get that tray away. I don't need my tray. Y'all can have these trays. I'm gonna go ahead and eat commissary. Y'all can have these trays. So that means I'm gonna already find somebody else on my side. I'm gonna find whoever it is, whoever the little pod boss is, or whoever's running the A-Cup. Hey, let me holler at you. I ain't finna do these trays, right? So look, trays is yours. Let you know that right now. You got it. Trays is yours. I'm gonna live off for 60 days off of crackers, cheese, and Little Debbie's. Is what Jane say. I got oatmeal pies coming in. You talking about missing your nail appointment. 50 grand, you can go buy you a whole new hand. Give me some bleach. That's it. I'm good. See, y'all, this shows me that y'all have become accustomed to too much. I'm watching the show. They had a little teeny man. Trade them trays. Trade them trays. Hey, yo, I got a tray for 200 buns. Trays out. Jail math is the best. I told you, I'm a virgin, so I don't know about sex, but I've researched it. I haven't been in prison, but I've researched it. I've talked to plenty of guys who've gone. Hey man, I'm gonna trade my breakfast tray because I ain't eating breakfast. Too early. Breakfast too early. I'm gonna trade that tray. Trade that tray. No, it ain't gonna be no kind of sexual relationship. I'm in there for 60 days. See, here's the thing. Jail and prison are two different things. Jail and prison are two different things. And I think we need to take some of the stigma out of jail. People go to jail. Everybody that go to jail ain't gonna be in there long. Everybody that's in jail ain't gonna be in that jail long. You got a lot of people that's in jail for 2 weeks, 60 days, a month, 2 months. A lot of people just in jail. Jail is just a stop through. Like if somebody been in jail for a long time, they not even that bad of a guy. Jail is just a stop through. You go to jail to get to prison. Most people don't even want to be in the jail. They want to be in the prison. They ain't raping everybody in the jail. That ain't where that's happening. There ain't nobody in jail that horny that they out there taking booty. Ain't nobody getting their booty taken in the jail. They ain't not in the jail. Now you talking about going to prison? Now prison is a completely different story. That way they shanking and banking. Listen, that way you lose your virginity. You lose your virginity in prison because now you got guys who have been resigned to the fact that it ain't no sex coming for them for years. Now they know they out there on the yard. They done went out and worked out. They've been working out. You getting a little swole, getting a little big, and you starting to feel the pressure down low. So you got the release. That's prison. Jail, you got people in there on suspended license and you got suspended license and little tiny drug charges, stuff like that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all that. I'm gonna tell you this. If you going to jail and you become a booty bandit, you was already a booty bandit before you went in. If you got to go do 60 days, you talking about some man, I had to do what I had to do to survive. No, you did what you had to do because you enjoy it. If you did 60 days, if you go to jail anything less than a year, and you in there taking hind parts, You was just gay. You just a sexual deviant. You just a SVU case. Anything like now when you talking about I got 30 years, 25 years, okay, I'm not saying it's what I would do, but that's understandable. But if you got 45 days, and you got 45 days and you in there and you taking hind pots, you just wanted hind pot. You about to be out in a little bit. You got some wake ups. You got 44 days in a wake up and you in there, I got to have you. No. No. You was nasty. You was gay on the outside. And you just needed somewhere to express what you do. If you in there doing 30 days and you in there doing 30 guys in 30 days, you was just gay. And being gay is what it is. It's okay. Gay happens. Don't make it seem like you did it to survive jail. Brothers go and do 10 days in the jail, come out like they different. Man, no, cause you don't know what I had to do to survive in there. For a week, Charles? He's down for a week. But this 60 days, this 50 grand. Yeah, give it. Hey, listen, Rick James, give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. No, you can't take high quality soaps. You can't take no high quality soap. Now that might be now your skincare regimen is gonna have to change. But 60 days in jail, you can do it. You can do. I think everybody in here can do it. I think if we want to really put wealth back into the black community, we got to start going to jail for a fee. Too many people in here going to jail for free. We got to go. Now, ladies, y'all going now. Listen, it's gonna be real, but y'all got to do it. I got to do it. You got to look, man. Now, I still think that there's some reform that needs to be done to the jail and prison system. I still think it's unfair to a lot of the guys that's in there. It's taxing and it's exorbitant. Jail is more expensive for the family members outside. They make it very difficult for you to keep in contact with your family now. One thing I have noticed is that from having friends inside and family inside, is that the price of the phone calls has gone down. So the phone calls don't cost as much as they used to. But everything else, like the food, like a pack of noodles be like $5. Now, why am I paying $5 for some oodles and noodles? Like the rates is they giving you hotel, airport rates on your food. And I think that's unfair. I think they should make it so that the family and friends can still support them and not go broke. It ain't nothing worse than you losing a loved one to the penal system and not being able to support them, see them, talk to them, because it's gonna kill you financially. Yeah, that ain't fair. You got child support, you shouldn't have to pay prison support. The prison support bills, they be tough. Then they already charging the inmate $2 a day to be in jail. $2 a day. Now the way you get around the $2 a day, because they're gonna take that out your canteen off the top. I want all my 50 grand. I want my whole 50,000 when I get out after my 60 days. So I'm gonna find somebody that's already been in for a while, that's already paying their $2 a day, somebody that seems trustworthy. And I know that's hard to say about jail, but I'm gonna find somebody I find that's trustworthy. I'm gonna find a trustworthy guy in jail, and I'm gonna just have my commissary put on his commissary. That way I can just order through him, and they don't get my $2 a day. I break him off a little bit of something and do it. Katrina said, go in and tell us about it. Let me tell you something. They'll let me in. I'm going in because I'm going to get my 50 grand for these 2 months. Get my 50 grand. I'm going to learn. There's things you got to know. When we go in, here's the things I'm learning, people. When we go in, I want y'all to be ready I want y'all to be jail ready. I want y'all to know dropping soap ain't an issue. They matter of fact, you probably not even getting bar soap no more. Now, what the makers the makers of body wash probably had all been to jail. The bodies of whoever's decided the first person to make body wash probably had went to prison. He's like, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop this. I was sore for a week. We gotta stop it. We're going with body wash. You ain't gotta worry about dropping the body wash. Squeeze and go. Body wash, you just don't really know. Body wash is gonna get to you. I didn't know. I used to get in there and I used to be aggressive with my body wash. I used to put a whole lot of body wash on there, and then I could never get all of the soap out of my rag. You gonna need like 6 rags because you can't rinse off and get all the soap out your rag. And your soap will still be there the next morning. Ain't nothing worse than yesterday's soap in your rag. You gotta be judicious with the amount, just a little squeeze. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Pastor Shaw, we in here talking about, would you go and do 60 days in jail? I watched the show 60 Days In. If you just tuning in, I've been watching the show 60 Days In. This is when people volunteer to go to jail for 60 days. When they get out, they come out with about 50 grand. Would you go to jail for the 50 grand? I'm in. Body wash me. It's things you got to learn. You can't poop in every toilet in prison, in jail. Not every toilet is a poop toilet. You're going to have a particular toilet that's your poop toilet. Don't you go in there thinking you can poop everywhere. You can't poop everywhere. Michael Chance said he going in. Sheila said she can't do it. I'm going in. They're not giving you flushable wipes, Monica. They're not. Listen, it's jail. You're not getting anything nice. Most jails, here's the thing, I want y'all to be prepared. Now, our grandmamas had the right idea. Our grandmamas also said you got to go out and have on good drawers. Here's the thing. Y'all need to stop wearing fancy drawers everywhere. Wear white drawers at all times. Because that's the drawers they let you keep when you go to jail. You can have white drawers. If you bring your own white drawers in, you can keep them. But if you got any of those leopard print drawers, anything like that, you out of luck. You are out of luck. You out of luck. So you got to have your own drawers on, wear your own white drawers, just in case. You just have white drawers. That's the only reason to have white drawers, just in case. If you feel like, wow, let me tell y'all something. When you get ready to go out on the town and you know you finna be drinking and turned up, white drawers. No, black panties. The only positive of the black panties is that black panties will hide any discharge or bad wiping. White drawers tell on you. White drawers, everybody know whether you wiped well. They absorb it into your ball sweat, so they'll know what you got going on. White drawers, no thongs, no boy shorts, drawers. Thank you, James. I don't know if you meant that for the men or the ladies. No thongs or boy shorts. I hope that's for the ladies. And now, for fellas, if you wearing thongs or boy shorts, you don't need to do 60 days in, because there's gonna be your 60 days in is gonna turn into somebody being in for 60 days. So we don't need that. The important parts, though, that'll keep you from getting beat up is knowing which bathroom to use, how to stand, how to flush, knowing you can't sit. You can't release where you sleep. You got to go find the public poop toilet. Find your public poop toilet. You got to be prepared for your feet. Your feet are going to be important. It's like what Lieutenant Dan told Forrest and Bubba when they first got to Vietnam. Take care of your feet. You got to find some slippers or make you some. Get you always have your slippers with you. Always have your slippers with you, and always put some water on it. When you gotta go number 2, don't you get comfortable and try to let all of it go. No, sir. You drop, you flush. You plop, flush. Plop and flush. Not pop and fresh. Plop and flush. They're gonna give you your slippers, but keep them with you at all times. You got to do everything in them slippers. Don't let your feet hit that jail shower. Your feet, your naked feet hit that jail shower, you are done. You got to put some water on it. James say drop it flush. Put some water on it every time. Fit down. It don't matter whose jail you go to, federal prison, all of them is fine. 60 days for 50 grand is worth it. 60 days. Here's the thing. Some of y'all hate y'all job, and you'll go to your job 60 consecutive days and don't make nowhere near 50 grand. Give me that 50 grand. Give me, y'all talk about the mental anguish, whatever. I ain't paying no attention to this. I know I ain't did nothing. 60 grand. Put me in. Put me in the game, coach. 50 grand at the end, I'm in. We got to realize what we talk about here. 50 grand at the end, I'm in. Hey, dog, I'm coming out. I'm coming out better. Now I ain't gonna let my toes fall off. I'm gonna keep my shoes on. I'm gonna mind my business. I ain't gonna be in everything. So that, well, some of y'all too nosy to go to jail. Some of y'all got to be in the room where it happens. Y'all got to be making sure y'all know everything. No, they give you a way out. Now the code word was horrible, but they did give you a signal. If you felt like you was under pressure, things were getting too dangerous, all you had to do, put your hands behind your head like this, and just twist, and somebody to come get you out. Somebody to come get you out. Now the code word was dumb. The code word was, I wish we had more TV stations. I wish we had more channels on the TV. So that didn't even make no sense. That was a bad code word. That's a bad safe word. First of all, it's too long. Safe words got to be something. Man, I want cookies. That's 3 words. That's 3 words. All that rest of it is too long. I wish we had more channels on the TV. That's too long. That code word is way too long. Way too long. We need to calm down on the long code word. Because if you are getting ready to get and you're going to blow your cover. Let's just say somebody getting ready to come in and try to enter in your temple. You know? Maybe it's a guy in there that's getting ready to do life and he don't care no more. So he sees your hind parts and he finds it attractive. Ladies, let's just say it's somebody that likes to eat and they want to go to the vagina diner and you feel like it's going to happen with force. If they start attacking you, this is not the time for you to be like, I wish we had more TV channels. You done gave yourself away. If Big Ben is getting ready to do the Big Bend and you yell out about the TV channels, that don't make no sense. They gonna know that's code word. They gonna know you the rat. They gonna know you the police. You're going down at that point. Well, you was already on your way to going down. But we talking about a whole nother type of going down. The code word was horrible. The code word was horrible. 50 grand. 50 grand for 60 days in? I'm in. What? So I'm gonna wrap it up. So here's how I'm gonna wrap it up. 60 days in, what's the amount of money? What is your price then? Most people been saying 50 grand ain't enough. What's your price? Let me see it in the comment section. Let me know what your price is. To be on 60 days in, what they got to give you for 60 days in. Everybody in here's got a price. There's a price everybody in here will accept. It might be something exorbitant. Might be 25 grand. 25 million or something stupid. But there's a price that you'll go, that you willing. Michael Chan said 50 grand. We right there. What the show already pays. Hit me with that 50, cuz. I'm going to do these 60 days. I'm going to do these push-ups. I'm coming out. Abs on fire. Between a $500,000 and $1 million, you'll go ahead and do them 60. Some of y'all will go do the 60 just to get away from your kids. Monica say, all I need is $125K. You're not getting your phone and you're not getting DoorDash access. That's just not going to happen. The last two is not going to happen. But that $125K, $500,000, 50 grand. So there's a price, y'all. There is a price. You can be paid to go to prison. People say it all the time. People say it all the time. You can't pay me to go to prison. Oh, y'all will take the payments. I believe some of y'all will do it for less than that 50K. Y'all just ain't said it. I think they come to you with a solid 20. A lot of y'all have went. You talk hard on this. You talk hard on this little app on whatever we own, but you on your way in. What's your biggest fear? What's your greatest fear? If you had to go into a prison situation, and I know people who have been in a prison situation, and it's hard because you can't really talk to them about it. You got to wait for them to come out and talk about it. You never, even though you want to know, you can't ask. Your homeboy come home from prison, you can't be like, so how was it? Did you have to? You don't want to assume that. See, that's the hard part. You don't ever want to assume, but you also can't ask. Like you always want to be like, my homeboy stayed pure. But you can't ask. You got a homeboy he did about 10, 15 years. When he come home, y'all had that party. You can't be like, hey man, so did you still my boy that went in? I mean, we still, or did you? He gonna have to say it. He gonna have to come out one day. Y'all gonna be playing spades or watching the game, and he gonna be like, "Boy, do me like I got done in prison." Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. And then you gotta act natural. He gonna make that confession at some point in time. He gonna go. He gonna make a bet on. He gonna make a bet on one of the NFL games, and his bet gonna go wrong in the last second. He man, I ain't got done like this since I was in prison. Whoa, wow, whoa. You can't ask. You can't ask them what happened. They gotta tell you. You can't ask nothing. Did you have to shank anybody? Like you want to know so bad though. Like you really want to know. Really, you want to know. You really gotta know. You really want to know. Hey, so crazy questions. Katrina said, "Why can't you ask?" You just can't ask. Ladies, I don't know how your homegirl come home from prison, and that story is a lot less for women than it is for men, especially black men. If you grew up in the inner city, you're gonna seem to know more guys that have been to prison or jail, more guys than ladies. That's just how the numbers work out. More guys go to prison and jail than ladies, so ladies end up going a little less. Monica said, "I'm gonna automatically assume that you went in, that you did something." She gonna automatically assume that it got done. Does it count? That's our last question. Does any sexual relations you had while in prison, do they count? Can you come out and you still be, because we talked about it earlier, that gay stays for a guy. Women can turn their gay on and off, and people, and socially, it's socially acceptable. Women be like, oh, I'm not gay, I just slept with a few women. And they be like, oh, okay, cool. But a guy can't be like, I ain't gay, I just had a few in my mouth. You done. Now people are like, no, you're gay. Andrew Caldwell is always gonna be gay, no matter what it is. I don't care what you do with Andrew Caldwell, gay, he's still gay for life. Does what you did in prison count? I could be a vegetarian, or I could be vegan, but they don't have vegan foods in prison. I had to eat what I ate. Now that I'm back out, I'm back to who I am. I'm back to being a vegan. The time that I had to eat those foods in prison, that was survival. Survival don't count. The survival sex count. The survival, like I didn't enjoy it at all. I only did this because I had to. That's our final question. Y'all ain't sure on this one. Because you don't want to make it if he did something while he in jail, ladies, the guy comes out of prison, your man been down for a little bit, or you find out he went to prison, do you automatically assume? Yeah, yeah. He took or he gave. Whew. The stigma. Oh, you talking about the booty warrior, Katrina. Now he said the one thing he misses about jail is booty. He loves some booty. He loves man butt. And he say he's married, but he still misses some man butt. So he still got a desire for man butt. So he's still gay. He's married, but he's still gay. But if he just did it to survive, does it count? Does it count? If he did it in prison, does it count for the rest of his life? I just did this to make it through. I didn't enjoy it at all. This was just me. It's a physical need. For those of y'all just tuning in, man, we started off by asking, would you go 60 days in for 50 grand? Now I'm wrapping the show up by asking, if your man, if your homeboy went in, if your homegirl went into prison and they had to do something strange for no change, does that still count when they out? Not now, if you got raped, I don't ever count rape as anything to do with your sexuality. If you got raped, you got raped. That's just different. That don't count. But if you was like, hey man, I needed something. I needed to touch the feel of cotton. Timothy said no. Now he says yes. Timothy says no, yes. Oh, he wouldn't go to jail for the 50 grand. And yes, it counts. There are too many COs giving it away. But that's the thing, Michelle. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You still, even if you go to jail, you still gotta be who you are. I might not be a ladies' man. I might not be able to get I might be able to get a CO to get me in it. She says too many COs giving it away. All right. The touch, the feel of cotton. That hand-to-hand combat, huh? All right. I tried it. I'm getting ready to get up out of here, man. I'm not hoping I'm not going to prison, but if we do, remember, put on white drawers. If y'all ever see me in white drawers, y'all know I'm about to turn up. And I don't care what the results are. Free call Lee. I don't even know. Yeah, I'll be protected by the Lord, but I don't know if he count in prison. It's a whole lot of saved people in prison still making their knees touch their elbows. All right, we out here. Y'all have a fantastic day, man. Shout out to Norfolk State. I'm coming over here to speak to the faculty in Norfolk State today. Just get them a little bit they doing a wellness thing. And so I'm part of the wellness for Norfolk State today. So I'm gonna go over there and help them be well. And I ain't thinking about my Aunt Faye's birthday. I ain't thinking about my Aunt Faye or her birthday. I'm not calling her. She will be fine. She'll be fine. Because if I call her on her birthday, she gonna want some money. And I ain't did my 60 days in jail yet, so I don't have it. I ain't got it. But after them 60 days, everybody's birthday's different. I'm gonna be 50 grand richer. Y'all have a fantastic time, man. Don't let nobody steal your sunshine, man, on this Tuesday. We out of here.